Hello, and welcome to another update video on HBAR. I know the market is a bit boring at the moment. That is what September is typically like, but at the same time, in the past, we've sometimes seen lows form in September as well after a bit more correction. But typically, September is not a great month for crypto, so performance-wise. Interesting that on several altcoin charts, we can still identify support levels which are currently being tested. So they are not broken yet, but obviously they are being pressed right now. Like here on the HBAR chart, we can identify that the price is currently in a standard support area between 20.8 cents and 22.7 cents. Break below that would indicate a failure of an upside impulse, which is when I will remove the blue scenario from the chart. In that case, then, the market is likely going to follow the orange pathway, which means it can still be a third wave that's unfolding, but the pullback can be deeper and is likely a diagonal pattern or is part of a diagonal pattern, right? At the moment, in this blue scenario, which can take us higher from this April low, I'm tracking a 5-wave move up, which is impulsive, should take us to a new all-time high in 5 waves. Pullbacks should remain rather shallow. However, technically based on guidelines, a break below the 50% retracement there at around 20.5 cents is too deep for an internal pullback in this third wave, which is when we start to focus on a different structure. We have to, yeah. And this is then, can still be this 5-wave move up, but the internal structure is seen differently. And it means that, I mean, it doesn't change anything because the pullback would still be unfolding. It's already now, right? There is no evidence of a local low. Maybe we can get another low here locally, but much more than that means it's not the impulse. The structure, simply the internal structure in this third wave is shifting from an impulse to a diagonal, which means it's an ABC structure in wave 3. Yeah, that allows for a deeper pullback, for which I have the support area on the smaller time frame. What are the implications? It just means that this entire structure becomes far less reliable and messy, and the interpretation is also more subjective, I have to say. Yeah. Because with an impulse, I mean, you get 10 analysts, yeah, and you ask them for an opinion about a chart. When you have an impulse, they should all tell you the same. When you're dealing with a diagonal, you get a lot of different opinions because people can count and interpret different, these indicators in different ways. Sorry, not the indicators, the diagonal structures. Yeah, there are guidelines and rules, but it's more interpretive, diagonals compared to impulses. But in that case, then the support area will shift to 19.6 cents and 15.2 cents. But you see, we're still holding the upper support. We're also below the trend line, which in the very short term keeps the local trend down. So to consider any low in place, we would need a break above that yellow trend line anyway. And then the next resistance area is in this area here around 28 cents. The price got rejected a few times there in March and also here in August and July. So yeah, that's just a quick update. No low confirmed yet, but obviously watching for it. We're now testing support. This is typically the time to be watching the charts, not to switch off. A lot of people do exactly that, right? The opposite. They switch off. They don't pay attention when it seems to be boring, but actually the market is interesting whenever support levels get tested. That's the update on HBAR. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Also, check out our membership. And if you're interested, also follow us on X, because here you can get additional updates. Sometimes the updates are faster, sooner released than on YouTube, for example. There's more discussion in the comment section here, so check it out. The link is in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye bye.